What's going on, YouTube? Lasagna here, back with episode number 24 of Road to 2000. And we are against MJB 0826 from the Philippines. So we've been in a bit of a rut lately, where our rating's down to 1639, down from, I think we were in the upper 1600s, so nobody ever said it was going to be a straight line to 2000, though. Although I think my initial goal was to do this in 1 year, starting in, I think I started in May. So definitely going to have to pick up the pace here on the back half if we're still looking to do some damage here. But for now, I think we'll just keep doing what we're doing. I think in the winter, I'll be able to play more games and try to climb a bit faster. And I think I am going to stick with the 10+5 time control, if anybody's curious. But enough yammering on. I think I'll start talking about the game here. So we got a Sicilian, and my opponent's going for the bishop c4 stuff. I'm going to play like this kind of setup, which is usually pretty effective against these kind of sidelines. When you get this kind of pawn structure with the fianchettoed bishop. Typically, it's not recommended to push the g-pawn and the e-pawn in the Sicilian because you kind of create this hole. But usually it's okay in this specific structure where you have the fianchettoed bishop and the two knights like this. Okay, my opponent's looking like he's trying to trade here. Not sure what I want to do. I think I could go like a6 and b5 potentially and try to bother the bishop. I could play h5, which makes it so that he can't play bishop h6 because my rook and bishop would be defending that square. Let's see, if I go a6, he goes here, takes, b5, queen g7, attacking the rook, rook f8, he can take the pawn, or I guess he can't take the pawn because I would take the bishop. I honestly think it's fine to go for this. You might not even go into all those complications. Okay, I'm going to play b5 here. I'm assuming he's going to put his bishop here. And then I think I could just maybe stick my knight on this square. Or go here. Like here, takes. And where's this knight going to go? Knight e2. I mean, that doesn't seem that bad. Yeah, I do want to play d5, but he's got a lot of control here. And my knight's pinned, so I can't. I could just go like bishop b7 and just kind of chill. That seems pretty decent as well. b5, bishop b7. I don't know what I want to do. I think I am going to go b5 here. I don't know if it's correct, but seems confrontational, and I'm trying to get confrontational, you know? Okay, he goes there. That one seems weird. Like, I think I can play bishop d7 and kind of line up some threats here. Because this knight's undefended. So let's go for that. Note that this is not hanging because of my knight here. Can also just sure this up at any moment and play a5. And am I actually threatening anything here? Like, if we go here, you can just take it. I guess I am. No, I'm not really threatening that because of the knight. C3. This knight's really, excuse me, really stuck. If I go here, takes, bishop takes. I guess he's just threatening to win this. Man, I could just take. I don't know if I really like that, though. I could go rook b8. I kind of like rook b8. I think stuff's about to open over here, so I just want to line this up. And I would like to get castled at the right moment here as well. Okay, we get bishop there. How silly is this move? I mean, I guess he just goes here. And I'm probably going to lose that pawn. I could go here. The knight's defended there, though. And he can just win this. So let's just play a5. Support this pawn a bit more. Now this pawn's defended as well. I don't think I really want to take, because that just gets his knight back onto a nice square. Okay, we get d4. I'm thinking of just castling. I just don't want the center to open up while my king's still there. Maybe considering this move. Takes. He can take, though, because my knight's pinned. So maybe queen c7. Queen c7 here, and then if this moves, then this knight will be hanging, is the problem. So I'm just going to castle for now. I'm kind of worried about these pawn pushes. I didn't really calculate them. And I don't really know how I'm doing in this position. Like, it feels like white actually has some things going on in this position. Like with the center, he's got big center. His, a couple of his pieces are pretty active. This knight's looking a little suspicious over here, and the bishop's kind of cut off as well. So I don't know, maybe it's just kind of balanced. I kind of want to play queen c7 because this this bishop's looking a little bit loose here. Like if I move the knight somewhere, then I would be attacking the bishop. So queen c7 looks like a move I want to play. But I think I want to get maybe rook e8 in first because I don't like this pin. Okay, bishop h6. I'm actually not not even too upset at that move. I really didn't like this pin. Like, it feels like we can strike in the center now. So let's go for that. Do we take with the knight or the pawn? If we take with the knight... I kind of like pawn takes. Just to hit the bishop. Win me a bit of time here. And if he drops all the way back, then there might be some tactics. With like taking here and then exposing this. No though, because if I take here, he could take back with check now, so it doesn't work. Yeah, we get bishop d3 instead. That move makes sense to me. I like the look of knight f5 here. Also, maybe just taking looks pretty good. Again, though, I like his knight on the edge of the board here. I think I'm going to start with knight f5. Because, yeah, I think one of the main advantages I have in this position is this knight on the rim, although I guess it can come to this really nice square. Yeah, maybe I underestimated that a little bit. Although, you know, it's not the end of the world, that knight being there. This bishop kind of sucks. I'm going to go... do I want to take... I'll start with rook e8, I guess. Okay, now I'm looking at queen c7, just continuing to improve a little bit. Yeah, I think it's okay. Must admit, I don't really know what's going on in this position. I feel like I'm a little bit worse. But... I don't know. Like, I'm kind of wondering if I ever want to resolve this tension and just take. I do like that I'd be kind of looking at this pawn. But I mean, I guess he takes back with the pawn, though. And yeah, he's got a backwards pawn here, but it's kind of hard to attack it. h3, so he's just kind of waiting. I mean, I could trade some pieces. Is he trying to go g4? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. I'm going to trade some pieces. Queen takes. That seems weird to me. Just getting hit with this. If I could get this pawn out of here somehow, there'd be maybe some tactics. Yeah, I don't know what to do. This feels wrong, but just maybe trying to reroute here. Chess is hard sometimes, man. Like, it's just hard to, in the middle game, to know how to improve the position. Like, maybe I could try to trade his bishop off. Because my bishop is really bad on this square, but his bishop isn't great either, though. Kind of staring at my pawns here. Is that a mistake? That kind of seems like a mistake to me. Maybe he's going to try to, like, pin me or something. Oh, wait, no, he can't. This is defended. I guess he could maybe win a pawn here. No, he can't, because I just take. Okay, we get b3. I'm going to go here. Just snipe back to f5 now that this pawn is an obvious weakness. Now it feels like I can generate some moves a little bit easier with this, the couple of weak pawns here. So if I go here, takes, takes, takes. I don't think I have an option though. Uh-oh. Ah, he's coming here as well. Uh-oh. I'd go here if I was him. Maybe I could go queen f6 there. Queen f6, takes, takes. Can I take here? Take, check. Take, queen takes, check, here, takes. 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 I think he can take is the problem. Take. Ah. Check. Wait, check here. Oh, he messed up. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, shoot. No! I'm just down a rook. Oh, no. Man, I messed this up. Yeah. Shoot. It's just checkmate. Yep, GG's. Oh, good game. That guy clutched it up in the end there. I just miscalculated a tactic, but let's go through the analysis. So MJB played with a 80.7. I played with a 72.6. Close game there, but he got me in the end. He had a pretty sizable advantage most of the game. So this was the Sicilian, and I think this is called the Botvinnik setup, or Nimzovich, one of those two, where you, yeah, it's just the pawn structure here with this formation of the pieces. And generally, in the Sicilian, you can kind of go for this anytime white chooses to do some sort of offbeat setup. And yeah, we do have a slight advantage. I guess a6 was not correct here. Engine wanted h6. Can't he just... Oh, he can't take here because of two defenders. And the line I was showing in the game was bishop h6, takes. I was going to go here, and I was calculating queen g7. Rook, oh, wait, I can go rook g8 here, and yeah, now he has two things under attack, so that doesn't work. But we didn't get that. Instead, we get this position. And b4 wasn't an accuracy. Again, engine just wants h6. For some reason, I thought this hung the pawn, but that only would be the case if I was already castled, because the rook wouldn't defend h6. A bit of a miscalculation there. And in this position, we're just like a little bit worse here. White's about +1. Because he can get the move d4 in, and then he has this big center, which is kind of the issue. But we're still very much in this. It's only plus 0.4 now at this point. And we go knight f5, and yeah, he gets a nice knight planted on c5 himself. But it felt like we were coming back here. Apparently queen c7 is a big blunder due to knight a6. Yeah, just simple fork. Sometimes I miss this fork on the edge of the board. I don't know why. But anyways, he didn't see it. And in this position, now the fork's no longer there because we're hitting the queen. Okay, this knight d6 was the best move. It was kind of hard for me to find like what I should do in this position because you know, it seems like everything's fairly well placed except for my bishop, which kind of leads you to moving the knight so you can maybe trade off the bishop or at least get it somehow more active. So knight d6, and we get a trade on b4. And he goes b3, I think just preventing this knight from accessing this square. So we go knight back to f5, and yeah, this pin was deadly. Because after queen d6, I thought we were just going to get takes, takes, and takes. And we would have been down a pawn here, but I think we would have had some play after something like queen c2. You can see that my pieces are starting to get involved here. But nice find by white, plays rook a6, and now I'm just completely paralyzed here with the pinned knight. We go knight e7, knight e5, rook c8, just desperately trying to defend my piece here. And what was the killing blow? Engine just says h4, that's just evil. That's nice. It just shows you how paralyzed I am. I can't do anything in this position. Everything's tied down to defending the pinned piece, so white can just go ahead and start cracking open my king. So that's pretty cool. Not for me, but cool idea. But instead he takes, which relieves a little bit of the pressure, and then I just make this big tactical blunder. I saw that he could take the rook too, and I just like kind of panicked due to low time. And I was just kind of doing hope chess here, thinking maybe he'd get excited and take this, and oh, it's not even a fork though. But it does hang this. So it still worked, but yeah, now we get this position where I'm just down a full rook, right? Yeah, because we get a pawn and he got a rook, so it's just a rook for a pawn. It looks like we had maybe a slight opportunity here after check. And queen e4 is a draw, apparently, just with all the discovery threats. So that's interesting. So that would have been a better try, but we go queen f3 here. And man, I just missed this backwards bishop move. I thought he threw the game here. And now we're just completely lost. And yeah, I was just getting checkmated in the end here because the queen covers h6. So GG's, unfortunately did not stop the loss streak. We're just, we're bleeding elo here, folks. I'm sorry. I'll come back stronger next time though, and yeah, we'll get this thing turned around, I promise. So on that note, hopefully everybody enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.